Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, I want to try to install this Performance Glock trigger. I just got it. This is essentially new, never been used. I mean, I got it secondhand from a local gentleman, and he just, I don't know, I guess he changed his mind or change of heart or whatnot. But anyway, he decided to let this go. Now I would like to give it a try to install it on my Glock 45. This is Gen 5 Glock 45. It's 9mm, not 45 ACP. And just want to install this and give it a try and see how it goes. When it comes to striker fire pistols, I'm a huge Canic fan, and Canic triggers are far superior in their stock configuration compared to Glocks. So, I wasn't a huge fan of this OEM trigger on this Glock. So I'm gonna try to install this performance trigger from Glock, and then see if that would actually improve the feeling of the trigger. So for that, we're gonna remove the magazine. It was loaded, but there's no round in the chamber. But before I start installing it, I want to first actually measure the OEM current trigger and see how much of a difference it's gonna make once I replace it with this Glock Performance Trigger. I got my Lyman measuring gauge, so you guys can see. Just for benefit of the doubt, let's try one last time. Fourth time is a charm. Just to play it safely, I guess we can say it's roughly around 4.5 pounds. The stock trigger configuration at the moment. Now we're gonna go ahead and disassemble it and install the Glock Performance Trigger. So for that, we're gonna pull down these tabs, pull the slide back a little bit, pull down on these tabs here, and pull the trigger, and there you go. Be focusing on the frame itself. So now we're gonna be removing this pin here. There you go. So now that we have the pin removed, let's try to remove this block here. By lifting it, it should come out. There you go. And then we should be able to remove the slide release. Next thing we're gonna remove is this pin here on behind the pistol grip here, right underneath this dovetail. Try to push it down. There you go. Comes out from the other side. The trigger group should come out actually by just pulling it. So let's try. There you go. And that's it. That's how you remove it. So, and let's just compare the two. So here is the original stock trigger on Gen 5 Glock 45, and here is the performance trigger. Let's go ahead and install this now. And now we're gonna do everything in reverse. We're gonna put the pin back here. There you go. So we've put the pin back in there. So now we're gonna put the slide release next. There you go. And just to make sure that everything is going in its place, you can just look through this hole here. And as long as it's looking all clear, everything should be good. Next thing, we're gonna install this block. There you go. And now we can put the pin back in here. And if you're experiencing a struggle pushing this pin in while you hammering it down, try to wiggle this slide release. It may make this easier. There you go. See? Because you don't want to keep hammering it down, because you may end up actually damaging your slide release. There you go. The next thing is gonna be putting the slide back. And once you put the slide back in, this is it. This is how it looks. So let's give it a try. There you go. No round in the chamber. It's empty. And here's the trigger. Here's the reset. A lot more tactile, in my opinion. Now let's check the trigger pull, just to see how much of a difference it's gonna be compared to the original. A lot better number. So let's try it again. 2.5. 2 and a 12. 213. Wow. So if the original trigger pull was with original trigger with OEM trigger pull was around 4.5 pounds, with performance trigger it looks like it's, just to kind of, give it a benefit of the doubt, and let's not overestimate it, right? So let's just kind of try to play it safe, if you will. We're gonna say 2.5 pounds. It's still 2 pounds better, lighter than original. So, and it actually does feel, pretty appealing, if you will, right? The performance trigger, because you actually have a lot more positive feedback. And the reset, it might be a little longer than the original. I don't exactly remember if it was shorter with the original trigger, but at least it has a positive feedback. You actually feel it whenever it actually resets, right? And then when you pull it, a lot more crisp break actually compared to the original. So once again, there you go. Awesome. I mean, I don't know, I like it. I think it's money well spent. I can already feel the difference, and you guys also saw the numbers, right? So numbers don't lie. There's definitely a positive improvement in terms of trigger pull, but otherwise this is it. So yeah, that's that. I mean, I hope you guys find this video to be helpful, and whether it be with installation, or whether the comparison between the old OEM trigger and the new Glock Performance Trigger, numbers wise, right? I mean, if you see any differences, I mean, if you were looking at to see if it's even worth considering, there you have it. Those are the numbers, and you be the judge. If you think it's worth it, then I say go for it. If not, then I guess staying with OEM isn't a bad thing either. But this is it. That's Glock 45 Gen 5. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll leave them in the comment section down below. And I hope to get you guys in future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.